We are live. Walshy here with IrEgption from Team Amplify.
Yes,
and
surprise guest.
Yeah, surprise guest. And bringing him on because he knows the local scene much better than I do.
Yeah.
And what we're up here is this is Winners Bracket Finals, Overnight Celebrities versus Swarm. Overnight Celebrities consists of Chris, Chinchilla Love, Godflow, Talon, and Swarm is Burton, Prison, Furion, and Sacrifice. So let's just jump on board with Chris from Overnight Celebrities. Tell me a little bit about these guys.
Well, with Overnight Celebrities, they've been a team that they originally teamed, and the original team was Chinchilla, Hail Chris, Godflow, and a guy named A Little Mystic. I'll give a shout out to him.
Okay.
And the original Godflow told us the original plan was, all right, we'll just get you losers round 2. That's the plan, man.
So they had low expectations.
Low expectations. They didn't even plan on winning that much. Just get them losers round 2, make them happy. And then they started screaming everyone online. And they were beating everyone. Like they beat our team 6-1. They were beating Swarm like 8-2 on the main stage right now. It was just unreal how well they were doing. It's just a complete surprise.
And for those that don't know, IrEgption's on Team Amplify, which is already in the losers bracket finals. So you're going to be playing the loser of this.
Yeah.
Are you looking for any strategies from these guys and see what you can pick off a little bit?
Well, yeah.
Match?
For the most part, we're really looking to play Swarm. That's what we want. I love the underdog, so I always root for the underdog. But something about Swarm, I just really want to get back at them. So, some of them don't. Their trash talk gets a little under our skin, so we're like, all right, we'll get them back for it. And then Overnight Celebrities, they definitely are playing well. I'm definitely wanting to enjoy watching them play as I commentate. See what have they been doing right? What have they been doing that beats everyone online?
And so ideally, you're going to end up playing both these guys today. That's your hope,
yeah,
right? Because that
that's
means you're going to get in the finals.
When we showed up here today, we're like, it's first or nothing. And then when winners round 1, we had a couple technical difficulties. Don't want to take anything away from the team that beat us. And they ended up 2-0ing us right off the bat. So right off the bat, we had the worst morale ever. We were down. We had just lost. And we're like, all right, well, we got to fight through losers. And, we started taking them one at a time. And we then made it the push. And now we're here in losers finals.
Who do you want to jump on with? Who should I be checking out here from the Canadian scene? Who needs some coverage?
Let's give it Godflow. I'm feeling
give
some
it Godflow
love.
Let's check out Godflow. This is Godflow from Overnight Celebrities. Looks like he is flanking over on blue ramp. And take it. You already cursed him off the Batman. He's...
All right,
here's your chance, Godflow. No, we're giving him one more chance. This might.
I want to curse Sacrifice.
You want to curse Sacrifice? All right, we're cursing Oh.
Hey!
No. Here's Sacrifice. I did the switch wrong. Here's Sacrifice from Team Swarm.
All right, it's cursed because it's broken.
I don't know if this is gonna work out.
I might have to step out.
Here's Furion from Team Swarm.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you. All right.
So what's your guys' team strategy when you're playing here on these side hills for Haven King of the Hill?
We try to have one guy in hill looking at the ramp, so he's not even looking top center.
Okay.
We'll try to have, if we have ideally a sniper looking in the pillars that we see right now, looking across streets and peeking top center from close.
Gotcha.
And then we'll have either one guy on a landing putting shots. We just try to keep them either on, if it's red side, we keep them on blue street, or just force them to have to push bottom center. Because if you're bottom center, you're at a disadvantage, and then it's a lot easier to nade and control.
So generally, you do try to partially control top center.
Yeah,
to a degree. Yeah.
We feel that
landing.
With Haven Slayer and King of the Hill Slayer, top middle control is really key.
Yeah, I agree to a degree. I think it's good to have one person there, or whatever, to sometimes help or supplement. But for the most part, I really am a strong believer in getting Mohawk on this. I like how you
Mohawk.
I like how you said you have someone watching that ramp, or I a lot of times like to be aggressive towards that bottom middle ramp. If I haven't seen someone in a while, you basically can assume that flank's coming around, so you can go over there, get on that ramp, and you should be able to win that fight every single time.
Oh yeah, well, we like to keep close control good, and what we'll do is we'll have someone top center if they have control, and we'll just have them wait, and we'll put shots. They'll call where everyone is, and then we'll push the street. We'll push close street, and we'll get into their base. Ideally, we have kids weak in the top pockets of the ramps.
Okay.
Wait till we get numbers, and then we start pushing it.
I'm jumping on with Prison from Team Swarm, and
looks like you're cursed.
I wanted to see what he was doing because he looked like he was scrapping the most time for his team, and I think it's interesting. One thing about King of the Hill is you notice teams have these different sort of strategies or different flows. There's some teams that they're really good on those scrappy hills, whereas you don't get to set up as much on, for example, this Mohawk hill.
Yeah.
Whereas those side hills, those ones you can scrap up or basically rack up a ton more time, having nearly a full setup.
Oddly enough, I found the open hill spawn is actually a lot easier to control too, because when we were playing losers semis, just here in the trash talk, loving it. When we were playing losers semis, I think the second last hill was on open, and we picked up like 40, 50 seconds. Like somehow, some way, especially when it's an intense game and like everyone's getting into it, the team with more composure will control that bottom hill because they'll start pushing. They'll start pushing by themselves, and they'll start trying to make plays. Like everyone will try to make plays and push by themselves, but then you'll just end up getting team shot by the more composed team.
No, that does make a lot of sense, and I do think that that bottom open hill is one of the hills actually that you can rack up a ton of time. Yeah. It's one of them that if you control top center and you get that bottom open hill, you can get literally 60+ seconds throughout that whole 2 minutes easily.
Can we do Astro listens?
We cannot do any listens in this one.
Shucks.
They gotta listen to us the whole time.
Oh my
So I hear a lot of
Lord.
screaming. Is this because this is Where's Bracket Finals, or is there any sort of rivalries between these guys in the local scene?
I think it'd be more so like with Swarm, they're more like they kind of have an ego. Krizen,
okay.
Well, I would say they have an ego because they earned it. Like Krizen, he's an established player. He used to play back in Halo 2. He was a top player.
Okay.
And a lot of these players have been winning locals all around. And it was oddly enough how the team came apart because it was.
I hear a Walshy chant going on.
I think they got the wrong person.
Rightfully so.
I mean, we'll agree to disagree. I think it should be IrEgption, but we'll next time. Maybe we'll get them going after this is done. But I lost my train of thought. So
dude, yeah.
Let's hop back onto the gameplay.
Dude, I always love that, man. I could just be doing nothing, and sometimes Walshy chant break. I'm like, yeah, man. I don't know how I deserve that, but I'll take it.
Well,
I'll take it.
Especially in the stream, that you'll see the moment you pop on is Walshy for like 2 minutes, or like nothing will happen. Just Walshy, and everyone will be alive.
See, that's the thing is,
here we go.
We're dead. I hear Burton yelling out. Let's go switch over to Burton. This is on Team Swarm.
Burton's definitely the most vocal person on their team.
Okay.
He's the one that like he'll get any kill and just be like, oh, and then it'll get in your head. It's really easy for him to get in people's heads because just the way he attacks you with his trash talk just gets in your head.
And I really like that position from them right there. He ended up getting the sniper, realized, all right, we had 4 dead. He sees them spawning red ramp or red street, and so he realized he's going to be very safe up there, at least in top center for another 5 to 10 seconds until someone could even flank top center. So he just realized, all right, I'm going to sit here, shoot on Mohawk, and they've been scrapping this time. I mean, they've gotten what?
I think the last.
As I also say, we've gotten 20 uncontested seconds in the hill, Walshy.
Yeah. 25 uncontested seconds in the middle. I think it's been at least 40 now that they've gotten straight.
Yeah.
I think they were at like 99, 100.
Yeah.
They definitely.
It's a huge chunk, and that's the thing is people need to realize a lot of these side hills. There's, I would say, 3 of the 4 hills on Haven. If you get a full step, get all 4 down, and do things correctly, you can scrap up 30+ seconds of time.
For sure. And what I love from right now from Burton is the fact that he's staying alive. He's doing a really good job. He's been one shot maybe 3 times, and he's stayed alive every single time. Which, I mean, his teammates might have died, but he's stayed on the side of the map. Now he's racking up hill time.
Yeah, and I like this play too because he knows there's only 20 seconds left in that hill.
Yeah.
He didn't have teammates with him, but he's like, you know what? I might as well fight and get some time in it. And so he scrapped up 5-10 seconds while fighting that guy bottom open ramp or bottom blue ramp.
And unfortunately for Overnight Celebrities, Krizen's an unreal player, so they weren't going to get the rest of that time.
Dude, yeah, Krizen is one of those names I've heard plenty of times. He's been seemed like these guys actually Swarm. They're going to be going down to the Pittsburgh or the Nashville?
They're going to AGL Pittsburgh.
AGL Pittsburgh, okay.
And then I don't know what their plans are after that. I assume
they'll probably base it on the results from that. I mean, if they win that or do well there, I'm sure they'll probably go 10.
I know for a fact they came into this thinking, oh yeah, we'll just win it. And a lot of people are just thinking, oh yeah, Swarm's going to win. You know, they're the only real team. You know, they're the only team that brought jerseys. So, you know, they got that going for them too. But a lot of teams, a lot of people in the community that would know these types of players would think, oh yeah, they're going to win. There's nobody else there. And that's kind of how we took it. We kind of felt like, you know, our team, our A game will beat everyone else's A game. And that's how we're going to take this. I mean, we did intend to lose this pretty early, but we've made up for it. We beat the team that beat us.
You have to have that confidence. You can't go into an event and be like, you know what, let's hope to get top 3. And like once you're there, if you're contend with that, you're not going to go any further. You need to have you need to have that confidence and be like, you know what, I'm here to win.
Yeah, I think when it came to me with competing, I would think my first event was Columbus 2012. Shout out to that event. And I didn't do too well. And there was some shady business.
I've heard shouts to cities like, you know, Grand Rapids is my hometown, or I love this place, or I've heard shouts to people, but I've never heard a shout to an event like, yo, Columbus 2012. You're awesome.
While we're shouting out, my teammate would like a shout out, so shout out to Goose. He'll watch the rebroadcast and know, you know, I did.
You're taking advantage of this time on the stream, man. You're like, all right, I gotta get a shout.
I'm loving every second.
Mike, my buddy at hometown. My girlfriend.
Shout out to my tattoo artist. Do a good job. I don't have a tattoo. If I did. It's looking like They just got overnight 70 just got 3 down.
Yeah.
Looks like they're controlling top center as well.
Unfortunately, that was at the time. This hill's just about to move, so I want to see who's going to be setting up over at red here.
It seems like they might have got the red street spawn. Oh, Godflow just got picked up. This might be trouble for. Oh, they're still spawning red streets. This is going to be beneficial.
Yeah. Now on Haven King of the Hill, I feel I really only want to when it's the bottom middle, when it's going bottom open to red street. I feel like that's the most crucial hill to go set up early for.
Yeah.
You have to have that top, because, for example, if you have top middle control, which you need on the open hill, it's very difficult still to push over and get red street unless you push over there early. So that's the one you need to rotate early. Whereas when you're on, let's say, red street hill and it's going over to, blue street or, Mohawk, those times it's much easier to transition because you're already in a good position. You're not in such a vulnerable spot.
Yeah.
But
yeah, with that, usually around the 20-second mark is when we'll just drop it. If we're in hill, we'll just rack up the rest of the hill time and we'll send everyone else red. Hopefully, we do get that red spawn, one of us died, and we spawn a red ramp. But if not, we'll push. We'll either push from top center right to street, or if they're already there, we'll let them sit there. We'll hold top center and we'll send people close and get ready. So
So once the hill on Mohawk, that's a very smart play.
Yeah, once the hill moves, they'll try to rack up hill time and we'll have an idea where they all are.
So for those hoping to get better at Haven King of the Hill, on the bottom open to red street spawn hill, you need to swing over early. Get over there early as possible. The other ones, it's not as crucial. The reason being is you're going to be in a much safer position when you're on streets, like going, street, red street to Mohawk, Mohawk to blues. And even when it's going blue to bomb open, you don't have to swing over there early because you need to get top middle control.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you can partially control top center while you still have blue street, like maybe get a person up there, or else just wait till all your team can push their top center together, like go from Mohawk and from blue street to top center.
Yeah, like you definitely don't want to be waiting bottom open. You want to try to get top center because just spawning there in general, especially in Slayer, it's the worst. You want to get out of there as soon as possible.
Yes, I agree. The only time you might want to go there is like a spawn, sniper might be on a weird random spawn time. Like you can swing one person over there or something to get it, but you don't want to be there.
This game's getting pretty intense. He's so excited. He's hitting the guide button, people. This next hill.
He was about to send an XBL message to his mom and let him know about that BR.
Mom, give me a sack.
He's like, Mom, did you see that one? I out-BR'd him so hard, and then he realized he wasn't connected to XBL. And again.
Oh, and he's standing up. He's getting into this. With 10 seconds remaining, it looks like they're probably going to take. Oh, there's 2 down. Oh, red team in the hill. They are contesting. They are contesting.
He didn't even care. He's just like, all right, I'm just going to thrust. He's going for style points right now, and I respect that.
Now he's just
style
rubbing it in. Did he do it? I mean,
everyone wanted that to happen.
I might have been the only person that didn't because I still want Swarm to lose. I
think that was Talon who he was fighting against, and Talon I think even wanted it to happen. I think even he was cheering to get out BR. He's like, dude, that'd be sick if you embarrassed me right now.
Shots. He was trying to miss shots. I was looking at and it looks like Swarm is taking game 1, and they are all standing up, and they're spitting hot jive back at each other. This should be an intense game too. I can't wait to see this.
And it's weird because usually a lot of these Canadians, I've seen some of these guys here. You guys are so polite. A lot of them, I'll be something like, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to do that. And they'll go back to playing wherever. These guys are actually trash talking, man. It's a little uncharacteristic of you Canadians.
Well, oddly enough, in Canada, we are pretty polite people. We like to, we like to make sure that everyone knows that we're the nicest people. So, like, our teammate who's from Chicago, he was trying to hold the door. I was like, you can't try to out-Canadian me. And I got to the next door and held the door for the next 10 people. I made sure.
We got a Walshy and going on.
It was at Applebee's. It happened.
No, so two things that baffle me about Canada. One is Canadians, nicest people ever. Canadian geese, biggest scumbags in the animal kingdom. Can you explain that?
I can't. I don't know why. You feed them bread,
those things are damn evil.
You have to avoid them. They are scary.
They are straight up evil. And then the other thing I've invented up here is I call it the sorry game. And what I do is I've been purposely like nudging and bumping into Canadians, and then I try to say sorry before them.
Oh,
and
you try to out-Canadian?
Yeah, I tried to out-Canadian, but no, dude, I've only won twice. I've done this about 15 times. I'll like just randomly bump into someone next to the falls, like sorry. I'm like, dude, I'm the one trying to say it first.
And they're tourists, too.
Yeah, it scores like 13-2 right now, and it's rough, man.
I'm proud.
Canada's stomping me.
Well, yeah, I've been to like places like in what's it called? The amusement park in Ohio.
Okay. Kings Island?
No, it's Cedar Point. Cedar Point. And I would bump into people, and they wouldn't even say anything.
Oh, no, dude. They will give you a look of disgust.
Like, they bumped into me, and they act like it's my problem. Like, come on, man. You hit me. Apologize.
All right, I'm trying to look and see what the next game type is. It looks like it'll be CTF on Adrift. Now, one big thing on CTF Adrift, I think we can both agree, is getting those rockets off the start, having that starting break. And it's always such a gamble because if you know the other team, if you played against these guys, because it seems like a lot of you have scrimmed against each other, like you're saying, you know, we haven't been able to beat Overnight Celebrities or haven't been able to beat Swarm online. And so do you know any of these guys starting strats off the top of your head? If not, I'm sure
not
these
off
guys.
The top, but I'm pretty sure Swarm will send one person attic, one person to their sniper, and one person to their sniper's second door.
Okay.
And then one person first door to put shots on anyone that's in attic. I can't imagine.
I'm looking at these stats real quick, and it looks like obviously Swarm outslayed by a decent amount, but not too badly. I mean, we see
I think
Sacrifice
it might have
going
been just like
plus
5 or 6
1.
kills.
Yeah, Prison
so
going +1, Furion looks like +7.
4?
I have bad vision, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, +7 for
prayers
Furion.
were answered.
And then of course they switch right off it at the moment that we have it full screen. So
I think you're jinxed. I'm gonna be honest.
So, Adrift CTF. Now, one of these I've noticed is this map, above all others on CTF for Halo 4, you can tell which teams know how to run correct counter caps. And by that, I mean, when a team's running your flag and you're at their side of the base, you need to know, all right, if I can pull this, I need to run the opposite direction that they're running it.
Yeah.
Or if we actually have numbers, you want to run the same direction that they do because you can actually get the kill along with the flag return and then the cap.
Yeah, for sure. And with, I can't even think because I just see Walshy's biggest fan. Which, I mean, to be fair, I'm glad to hold that title. That'll be my new name. I'll change my gamer tag. Someone's gonna have to. I might have to buy it. Oh, it's looking like.
Dude, we started in the game. Let's get over here.
Yeah, come on, guys. Who's sleeping on the trigger here?
Yeah. So
I know I'm beautiful.
I don't like this. I don't like sending 2 people over to the snipe. I guess when they're flanking around to go over Rock's top center, I guess there's maybe some meta with that.
That definitely.
But I don't like that from Swarm at all.
I'm definitely gonna remember that. Hopefully they don't change it because it didn't work. But
yeah.
What you shouldn't have, because like they're expecting maybe their teammates to hold them off long enough that flank.
Yeah.
They'll pick up the kill. They'll have numbers. It'll be 3v4, and then they push for rockets. But 9 times out of 10, you're okay.
I see that being an acceptable 1-person flank, not 2 people over there.
Well, that's one thing. We send 1 person that way, and depending on what they do, depending on what we remember, he'll either go straight around the corner and put shots right off the bat on the second door, or he'll just grab sniper then help rockets.
All right, I think Sacrifice's screen is, we don't need to see that sniper anyway, so we're going to switch over to Fury.
We don't need it.
He's probably going to miss with it anyways,
Yeah, he's probably dead in the next 10 seconds. One thing that we've learned with this map is, I like to think that the only way you should ever run flag is big door. Unless, God forbid, you have everyone on their small door, you should only run it big door.
Okay.
Like right here. I don't think we'll ever see anyone run it attic or small door.
You don't think there's ever an acceptable time, too? Because I think there are certain situations, too, but I think, I think when in doubt, that's a good rule of thumb, run it big door. Yeah. When in doubt, run it big door.
Run it big door for sure.
But there's so many different times where you get all the right kills, you can run it attic, especially in, just force the spawns in small door, and then...
And I really like that play right there. That one thing I stress is never go up those stairs. Those stairs are death. If you just stay alive, just go behind the stairs. If you go behind the stairs, go up that jump. That's what those jumps are for.
It's only 1 second longer, and
yeah, it's 1 second longer, and you're guaranteed. Whereas if you go up those stairs, everyone's already pre-scoping there. Everyone already looks there.
Yeah.
Looking like
I agree with that.
One thing I'd like to note is probably with blue team, they're definitely probably feeling a lot of jitters. This is probably their first time ever even being in a winner's final.
Yeah.
And
you
maybe
said,
the nerves
how long have these guys been together? Like a week or 2? Like they told me a week.
I think maybe like Sunday or Monday they were playing together.
Okay, so they're not lying when they say they've been together a week.
No, it was last Talon was the last minute pickup because Mystic ended up not being able to go. I'm not too sure what the reason was. But yeah, I think they've been together for about a week, and then we've got Swarm here. I think they've been together for at least a month.
That last run we saw right there, I did not like at all. This is Furion screen we are seeing right now. And the reason I like that is he did not get a kill right before running it. He had no idea where he had covered, and he just got caught off guard and died with a flag and attic and did nothing with it. And now that possibly transitioned in them getting this counter cap. No, hopefully you want to take the back jump.
Oh my God!
Who's got sniper over there? I'm about to go. I believe I hear choke chant going on, and we're on Chris's screen.
Pat. No, but that was, oh my Lord, what a play. I can't get over that. But see, this is what I mean. Like, I don't know how they got this good, but Overnight Celebrities just got good, and I think they're just starting to warm up. I think they're starting to get back into they're getting the jitters out of their systems. They're going to start playing better.
Let's go in with Krisen, who has his rockets. I want to see if he's in a great position with these. And right off the bat, we see him bottom middle. I don't like that.
He might have dropped off.
That's
attic.
true.
When I have rockets, I tend to take it here because I find if you go attic, your top center, everyone can see you, and then they tend to pre-nade. Whereas if you're small door, it just depends where they are. But if you have them trapped in flag, it's a lot easier to rocket someone small door then run to attic or
Yeah, I guess you bounce around with it a lot of times, but I think attic is the ideal spot if you can get up there because. First off, if anyone comes blind around a corner or get that mid-range shot, it's a guaranteed kill. And then once you have that top control in their base, that's when you can actually force in a push together as a team on their flag.
It's also pretty dependent if you have complete top middle control. Like if you have all them on spawn, it's good. But if you don't know where every single person is, they'll definitely get shots on you.
Yeah, I agree. So it's almost like I agree. You want to either be attic or else you want to be somewhere else. You can't go in the middle ground and be like the top center.
Yeah, because big door. I don't know if you guys remember T-squared tips, but you need to get height advantage, and you're not going to get any height advantage in big door. And right there, T-squared tips. Somebody wasn't watching T-squared.
Someone wasn't getting those tips down, man.
He made those videos for a reason, guys. And it looks like it's going to cost him the flag cap. They're getting into the base. And he's probably... Oh, my Lord. And we're getting told that he is an idiot as well for getting beat down by the flag. Oh, my God. Let's go. I want overnight celebrities. They're taking up the stairs, though.
Dude,
don't get sniped.
With this trash talk, man, this can go on like Canadians gone wild, man. They're going to be like, these Canadians, they were in an intense Halo tournament.
Thing is, though...
And there's $5,000 online, and he calls him an idiot.
Oh, they'll tell tales in the history books for years.
He's sentenced to prison for 10 years.
He's still on trial, but he's pending probation. On bail, $500,000.
All parties are assumed innocent until proven guilty.
For sure. Now it's looking like, I don't know whose point of view this is, but they have the sniper.
Yeah, we should be on with Krisen still, right? Or did I jump on?
I think it might be Krisen still.
Yeah, I should know this, huh?
Yeah, well, I feel it.
I'm going to check. I'm pushing on Krisen, and it's still Krisen.
Yay!
There we go.
No black screen.
Old man memory, man. Dude, it sucks. At least I can start getting away with it now. Like, I don't remember.
So is it Papa Walsh, or is it moved on to Grandpa Walsh?
I don't know. I get both. I don't know if I should be offended or happy because no, the thing that made me happy this weekend though, there was another gamer, 35 years old.
Oh yeah, Tim. I'm giving a shout out to Canuck. Tim, he's the biggest sweetheart ever. He's been coming out to LANs for like the last year now. Yeah, I called him a sweetheart. People are giggling. No, but I just love him. He's the best. He has such a good attitude. He plays so much. Like, he has like a full-time job. He has a family. He has everything. And he is just such a great human being. And he won loses round one actually on the main stage. And I was so happy for him. I wanted him to win at least one round.
Dude, I was really happy.
Because that was his goal.
Seemed like a nice guy.
Oh, he
came and talked to me. He's like, yeah, I'm like 35 years old. And I'm just like, man, dude, that's awesome. Someone's older than me.
Yeah, well, funny story.
Still gaming at it.
This is actually his anniversary with his wife. Yeah,
okay, dude, yeah, because I saw him, his kids were here, and then he was mentioning, like, yeah, we're going to Water Park or something tomorrow, and probably won't be able to make it to the tournament, but...
Yeah, well, he had to, do something. Oh, my God!
No!
Oh, my God, take that earful, you deserve it! Don't even look at them, you deserve every second of that yelling. That was so oh, my Lord.
Dude, do you think...
We need to...
Sadly enough, like... A T-squared tip video would have helped that one.
I can't believe that. Where is Tom Taylor these days? Get off GameStop. Get back to the tournaments. We need you, bud.
I think
we need you.
I don't know how long the video is, but maybe someone could pull up on YouTube on their phone and just show them for like a couple minutes.
Can we get it on stream real quick? Is that possible?
I don't know. I don't know if we have those capabilities here. I don't know if we have the rights to those videos either.
Oh, we might not.
Yeah.
I think they're owned by GameStop or something. No shout out to them.
Well, so I don't know what this next game is, but complete silence on Swarm's
yeah,
side. I mean that's
I mean it's deserved silence. They need to just forget it. Just get on to game 3. You know it happens. Everybody chokes sometimes, but
dude, that's a bad one though. It's like all right, you just had the guy was against the wall. Like
I know there is no excuse to make.
The guy is standing still on the flag icon against the wall.
I'd like to think I'd hit that shot. I'd like to think that, but maybe I'd choke too. Maybe the nerves would get to me.
Yeah, and just to clarify, those aren't cursed rockets. Those are just straight up misses and chokes.
Yeah, that was his poor performance.
Yes. Big difference between cursed weapons and
it's like simplex flag.
Simplex flag. And it looks like they're jumping into it right away, dude. Yeah, I love this. We're just going game after game.
Straight to gameplay. Well, with Swarm, this is their best game type. They like to think it's their best game type. I can't wait to play them on it. But
let's jump in the game, Jeff. We're gonna jump on with Krisen right away. and see if he can redeem himself after those rockets.
Yeah,
For those just joining us, this is Winners Bracket Finals, Overnight Celebrities versus Swarm. Series is tied 1-1.
Yeah, Winners Finals. We play the loser of this. I'm IrEgption.
He's on Team Amplify.
Team Amplify, which is also, I'll give a shout out to the rest of my team.
Yeah,
it's,
say their whole squad.
DPS Goose, NB, Nick, I'm going to say B because I don't know his last name, it's Polish. And then we have Jeremy, who's his first event. I'd like to tell everyone, this is his first event. He's performing so well.
First event, he's top 3?
Yeah, first event,
Hell
top 3. Stress, he's been a grinder. He's the biggest playlist grinder. He was one of the first people that had a 50 in the playlist. A lot of people are familiar with him. Like, all he does is just grind and grind.
Dude,
and it's about time he's got his butt out here for his first tournament.
Good for him.
So we're definitely looking. I'm open for the upset right now. Overnight Celebrities. They were a team that no one would look at and be like, you know what, this is a team that is destroying. These guys are awesome. They're in the Winners Finals.
Dude, I've heard of here and there from teams like, just a little bit of chatter saying like, oh yeah, we scrimmed them, they were good online. You know, like a lot of times it's really hard to tell who's going to perform on land, but these guys are performing. They even talked to me, they're like, you know, we're winning this tournament. I was like,
yeah,
I like the confidence, but
I mean, they were destroying teams online, and like even myself was like, these guys are just online warriors. There's no way they'll do this.
Yeah.
But they actually proved themselves. They've been winning series. They beat Mad Max's team, which was Mad Max, Vado, Koopa, and why am I blanking on you? I feel bad. Oh, Alex, Focus.
okay.
And they ended up forcing us to play them in losers. And we ended up 2-1ing them in an intense series. There was some controversy, I won't get into it, but something to do with pulling the flag in the basement, Ghost. What is that? Come on, man. But they ended up playing pretty well against those guys, which was a shocker, which got them to the winners finals. And then with Swarm, they got themselves to the winners finals playing, I believe it was Frame, Bittersweet, you know, the celebrity.
Yeah.
Celebrity of the tournament.
Team Violence.
Yeah. Holic and Mink on Mink is the gamer tag.
So I didn't get much chance to watch them play as much. For those who don't know, that's Bittersweet. She won King of the Nerds competition.
King of the Nerds.
So I haven't had a chance to watch that show yet, but I definitely want to check it out at some
like the
point.
first like 6 or 7 episodes, but then I don't know. For some reason I didn't watch the finals because I couldn't find the stream when it came out, and I just found it.
Yeah.
I found out who won. I was like, oh well. I'm still proud. Canadian won for us.
It's actually pretty funny. They I got an email from one of them, and they had me send in a audition tape for the first season thing.
Oh, the first.
Because it's funny, they sent out flyers or something like, are you a gamer? Or you also can you recite the first 50 digits of pi? Are you a physicist or something like that? I was like, dude, I'm a gamer and I can recite the first 50 digits of pi. Well, they called me up and they recite the first 50 digits of pi, and I did it right on the spot for them. And then
I don't want to do it right now. I want to ask you right now, but I find that pretty impressive. I could probably do the first 1.34, 3.14.
Yep.
But, 1.34, no big deal.
It was one of those things I'm not really big into reality show sort of thing, so I was like, they didn't even announce any prize for it. I was like, I talked to them on the phone for a bit, and then just, I don't plan on applying or doing anything for any following seasons.
Well, they did renew another season. Oh, so I was gonna say,
I'm not a reality show guy, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too much either. I mean, I don't think I've watched any really reality shows since the first season of Survivor, the first one.
Yeah. Which was a brilliant show. Have you ever seen the breakdown from Serlin's perspective? His name, you go Serlin.net. He was a professional Street Fighter player. He's a genius from MIT. He created a bunch of different games, has his own line of games, such as Puzzle Strike, Yomi. I believe the whole line is called Fantasy Strike. But
overall, great person.
Yeah, he's a genius. He wrote a great book for those that have been reading a good book about competitive gaming. It's called Playing to Win. For those that want to know how to get better in gaming, read that book. I've read it, and it's helped me in some ways. I think it's helped me more so because it helped me articulate and at least verbalize how I practice and for what reasons. Because I think I was allowed to do a lot of the different things naturally, but wasn't able to explain as much. And the guy's a great guy. I've never met him. I'd love to meet him someday.
Probably available.
If anyone knows Serlin,
chapters.
Hook it up, man. I'd love to meet him.
Let's make it happen. It's looking like flag stalemate right now. It's kind of an odd time to start commentating about the gameplay, but it looks like, I think Swarm has 2 down.
So
flag
stalemate,
has 1 shot.
looks like obviously they're on the back foot right now, Swarm is. And when you're on the back foot during a stalemate time, you have to play just full D. You have to realize that, okay, they're going to have their flag guy back there. We can't try anything sneaky. It's too much of a risk to try to just go sneak over one guy and leave your teammates maybe 2-on-3 or 1-on-3
Especially
to try
if you're just coming off spawn.
Yes, because at this point you're only going to get, at best case scenario, you're going to get the return over there, and they're going to return your flag. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario and most probable scenario is that they're going to return your flag. You're not going to return theirs.
Yeah,
so,
you probably won't even get there in time. You might be top purple, and they're already soaring for the cap.
So when your team's down numbers, just straight up D. Like, you got to defend your flag and wait till you have numbers. Wait till all 4 of you are alive, and then you can start pushing out and go for the return on their flag. So that's how you should play
like
the stalemate situation.
Swarm's got 2 down. I think they're on the recov.
And they were.
Picking up the cap.
And I like that. They pretty much did what I was talking about. They played defense. They were all on their side, and then once they had their numbers, they pushed over as a team. You know, got top center, got good positioning. And then Burton's screaming, I want to see what Burton's up to. We're switching to his
Somebody
screen.
got owned, according to him. But I'm interested to see if we can, once Burton dies, if we can go to maybe Talon or Hail Chris. Because I want to see, you know, if they keep themselves under pressure, or if they keep composure under pressure, if they start playing together as teams, or if they're going to start running by themselves, just trying to make every play possible. I want to see if, you know, being down 2-0 on the main stage, Game 3, winners finals, if that's going to keep.
So I like the beginning of this play where Burton, he got the railgun and then was, you know, sitting purple and like actually, you know, putting shots across the map with DMR on gold.
That's what gets yelled at, by the way, guys.
And even though those are 2 stick kills, they're not going to add up to too much. I mean, now one of his teammates finally pushing over, but I think he could just sat at purple, put those shots back at his base, you know, especially with DMR, railgun combo, and then pushed over. But
those are kind of what a lot of Halo players like to call useless kills. A lot of the amateur players might understand that concept, but you know that kill, you got the kill, right? But it didn't necessarily help anyone. So
it's a low risk play because obviously you are stopping the flag, like someone from potentially grabbing your flag. But the reason why I call it like a high risk, because if you die in that situation, they're going to be able to grab your flag and start running it, and especially if you're the only one there, they're going to be able to do something with that and get it far and possibly cap it. Whereas if you get the kill, you're not in position to go push over and make any more progress in the flag. Like, they did cap off there, so I do kind of look like an idiot saying in that exact example, but yes. Just because something works out in certain situations doesn't mean it's the correct decision.
And even if they pull the flag, they put themselves in a bad position, especially if, you know, you just killed someone else and they're their back flag. They're getting a golf clap out here today. Oh, let's go. Hi, guys. I'm IrEgption. If you don't know me, COD kids, get to know me. Halo players, you already do.
And I am Walshy, and we are casting the Winners Bracket Finals. This is Overnight Celebrities versus Swarm, and to my understanding, this is Swarm's best game type.
Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying. That's what they've been saying. I want to play them on this. I want to prove that this is our better game type. But,
and we got another Walshy chant going on. I love the Canadian hospitality out here.
Can we get
amazing.
a pat, please? Pat, please.
No, you guys don't.
Yeah, it's good enough.
See, sorry. So the key to getting like a lot of chants like mine is because I got such an easy name that's like, you know, has 2 syllables like Walshy. It has a good chant name to it. You can't be like IrEgption.
Well, plus like,
IrEgption.
the big thing with that too is if you ever just look at my gamer tag, it's like, what is this?
Dude, what were you thinking with that, man?
I don't know. It's kind of a long story. I don't know if I should get into it, but there was this game.
Let's get into it.
Another time.
Another time?
Well, I mean, this game's getting pretty intense. Oh, it's looking like Godflow's team might get interrupted here.
Now I think you got to tell it before you build up to too big of a story, man. Because otherwise I'm going to build to like, oh, dude, I can't wait to do this story.
Probably erupted right now. There's probably like someone might have mod that knows me. It's like, guys, he played this game, right? But anyways, I had this friend, and I let him borrow my Xbox. This is before I even got into Xbox Live or anything.
Okay.
And I let him borrow my Xbox, and we had played this game online called Conquer Online. No shout out to that game, I don't like it.
Conquer like Bad Fur Days? Or?
No, it's like Conquer. It's like a RPG, MMORPG. Oh my lord! It was an MMORPG, and it just there was Egyptians on the server.
Okay.
And a lot of people didn't like Egyptians that weren't Egyptians because they didn't spell correctly. They were all really mean, and you know we just getting along well. So I gave my friend his Xbox, and he made the gamer tag to make fun of them.
Okay.
And then I got my Xbox back, played Gears of War, and I loved it. And I put a 1 year on it, thinking, oh yeah, I'll put a 1 year on it. I'll change the gamer tag. And I found out you can't change the gamer tag by putting time on it.
Okay.
And then after a year, it just stuck, and I just made it happen.
Now you're Egyptian. All right.
Now it's too late. I can't do it. Can't even make it just Egyptian or IR. I had 1 month that were like IrEgption, but whatever.
Gotcha.
It's starting to look like Swarm is running with this. Looks like
I don't see how they're not going to finish this one off. I mean, this is going to put them up 2-1, and they're hyped.
They're pumped. They're going to lose to us. I'm not worried. Looks like we are going to play overnight celebrities.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I kind of like coming up from the losers because, you know, you kind of have that mental game. Like, they just came off a loss. They're probably down. I'm hoping, you know, since this might be their first event too, that they might You know.
Yeah, it's really hard to get the momentum. A lot of times,
Yeah.
teams that need to learn their composure need to learn, like, all right, well, we lost that one. That sucks, but we just need to shake off that game. Forget about it. So
Definitely. I told Sacrifice from the start. I'm gonna give him a high five. Good job, bud.
good game.
I told him from the start, I was like, why are you guys winning? You're making this too hard. I just want to play you guys. I just want to get to you guys. And now they're just making it even harder and harder. Now we have to win one more series. Oh, God. All right, well, we'll get our turn. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
But
So you guys are going to be up
looks
going
like we're
next.
hopping on main stage.